No Fluff Podcast, aka the kid with the swag, the whips, and the bag. You know I gotta have that. If I didn't, who would really talk to me? I don't know. But check it. As soon as y'all get on this live, make sure y'all share this video with a couple folks so they can get some game too. You already know what time it is. It's time to get our money up, not our funny up, because some of y'all chicks need a tummy tuck. You know what it is. So first things first, it's clearly nobody on yet, so I'm gonna just talk to myself a little bit while everybody gets hip to the game because I don't go live on YouTube that much. I'm gonna start doing it more. You know, I just got 10K subscribers. It's been a long year to get 10K subscribers because YouTube doesn't convert the same way that Instagram converts, but at the same time, whatever you put work into, whatever you put effort into, whatever you put energy into, this is how you start to develop different, this is how you excel, this is how you scale. So I'm okay with the slow grind. I'm not rushing it, but I do understand that I will be authority in the YouTube space. I will be authority all across different platforms. Clearly, my Instagram is doing very, very well. On TikTok, I'm at about almost 30K followers, and YouTube now, I got about, like I said, 10,000 followers. So I'm going, I'll be up to 100K on YouTube very soon. I just got to be consistent, and that goes to, to show that this stuff is more about consistency, the process, and persistence than it is about money, than it is about, instant gratification, than it is about notoriety. This stuff is more about consistency and discipline. So a lot of people do not have these abilities. A lot of people cannot be disciplined. We cannot be consistent. We cannot really take the time that it takes to get good at something. And a lot of people mistake when they see somebody who has, let's just say success, right? To the untrained eye, they think that you just can get that by just simply knowing one thing and then it just comes to you. No, you got to do so much shit. You got to sacrifice so much shit. You got to be consistent. You got to be disciplined. You got to take stuff to the chin that everybody don't have to take. Even though people talking shit about you, even people though people don't respect you, even though people just really might say that you can't do what it is that you think you want to do, you still got to do it anyway. And a lot of people can't take that. So that's why there are so few billionaires, and there are a little bit more, but so few millionaires, because everybody can't be disciplined enough to go through all the journey that it takes to become a wealthy person. So now wealth is very, very simple. It's no monetary number that is wealth, because if your life is wealthy, if you're healthy, if you're able to do what you want to do and have the freedom and abundance to be able to do everything that you want to do, then you are wealthy. No matter what dollar amount that you are at, if you can do what you want to do, not what you can do, if you can do what you want to do, then you are a person who is wealthy. And this is just very, very, this is facts. So anytime someone talks about, oh, that's rich, that's not wealthy, that's an opinion. So a lot of people confuse opinions, right, with actual fact. But I just want people to be understand that this is the reality, bro. This opinion shit is getting over the top. But I want to take y'all to the wealth side, right? So just stick with me a little bit. So now, the first thing you got to understand is that people's opinions don't matter, but they do. What does that mean? Everybody cares about what people think, because if they didn't, when someone spread a rumor about you, you wouldn't be upset. When people are, spreading false narratives about you, you wouldn't be upset. If someone were to do something to you that isn't aligned with your character, you would just let it slide, because you wouldn't care about what they think. But everybody cares about what people thinks about them. But the problem is, we don't understand how that we can control it in some form or fashion. That means that what I'm speaking about is perception. So all of this stuff is going to tie in together, and I'm going to explain how easy it is to attract wealth and how easy it is to attract the lifestyle that you want. Now, people will call it this, some people will not understand this because it's not really talked about a lot, especially in our community. Now, some people say dress for success. I think you somewhat have to put on like what's called a costume. You have to have an alter ego. And the alter ego is not you. So what we naturally would do, I'm gonna tell y'all what I naturally would do. If I didn't have to work and I didn't have to make a lot of money to sustain the lifestyle that I wanna lead, then I would just chill all day in the house and just watch TV. I would just play video games. I would just go play basketball and have fun. That's who I really am. That's what I want to do, right? I don't want to work long hours. I don't want to follow up with customers. I don't want to, have all of these different businesses and, have to worry about all of these bank statements and bank accounts and credit scores and credit card bills and, worry about following up with people, clients and stuff like that that I've already, set deals with. I would prefer not to do any of those things. What I would prefer to do and who I really am is a homebody who likes to chill, relax. I like chicks to just, rub my back while I watch TV. That's it. I really don't like to go out. I don't like to go out to dinner. I don't like to club. I don't like to do none of that stuff. That's not me. That's not who I am. But I have an alter ego. And that alter ego is the reason why I've been able to become successful and while I've been able to become wealthy to a certain extent. So I'm calling it a costume, but you guys got to stick with me to figure out what I mean. So there's an analogy that you can use. So some people think that for you to get wealthy, you need to save a lot. You need to stack up a lot of money, save, save, save. Then there's a whole another perspective that you should buy more things, because if you buy more things, that puts your back against the wall and it makes you work harder because you have to do a lot to keep it up. So saying all that to say is, if I start to project myself like a CEO, if I start to project myself like a wealthy person, if I start to project myself like someone who's responsible, if I start to project myself like a person that's dependable, that's, articulates itself well, that's very business savvy, how are people going to treat me? How do y'all think people, I'm in the chat, I need y'all to, participate a little bit. How are people going to treat me if I project that out into the world? If I project that I'm street, I'm hood, I gangbang, I sell weed, I sell drugs. If I project that out into the world, how do people treat me? If I project that I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, I'm an artist, and I dress this way, and I talk about these things, and I hang around these places, how are people going to treat me? So what it is all of this stuff is very, very simple. And I want y'all to really stick with me so y'all can understand what I mean. If you start to act like a wealthy person, what are you going to naturally do though? Because look, look, this is what I'm saying. When I hung out around with artists, rappers, singers, dancers, all of these different people, I was starting to learn more things about singing, rapping, performing, producing, engineering, copyright, ASCAP, BMI, all of the different things that are in the music industry. I started learning about touring, acoustic shows. I started learning about in-store performances. I started learning about intimate performances, free shows, paid shows. I started learning about all of these different things. But why did I start learning about them? I started learning about them because I was projecting that stuff out into the world. I started projecting that I was a musician out to the world. So people started giving me opportunities. I got to perform at South by Southwest. I got to perform at A3C Hip Hop Festival. I got to do an in-store tour for Urban Outfitters because I projected out to the world that I was an artist, that I was a rapper, that I was a singer, that I was a producer. I projected this stuff into the world. So what happened? The world, somehow, I took on an alter ego. I started learning and acting. I started acting like a rapper and a singer. And I started going to these places that rappers hang out at and singers hang out at. I started saying things and participating in events that all rappers and singers do. So what does that say? If you want to be wealthy, and money's your goal, which is very simple, and having an abundance of money, right? If that's the goal, why would I not start turning my alter ego to be someone that projects what I want out into the world? So I want to be successful. I start to look and dress like a successful person. When you start to dress like a successful person and you start to talk like a successful person, something is going to happen to you subconsciously. It's not going to just be the fact that you just dress that way. People are going to treat you differently. People are going to treat you based off of what you project. Let me give you one more analogy before I continue. If a girl dressed very promiscuous and she posts very promiscuous pictures and videos and she posts things on her story like, oh, you know, me and someone's son on vacation, and it's like getting a girl having sexual, you know, experiences. What is she going to be treated like? She's probably going to be treated like a woman who's promiscuous. And dudes are going to treat her like that. And they're going to approach her, hit on her in a promiscuous way because she is projecting sexual things out. But now, when a woman dressed in a business suit and she's about real estate and she's wearing stuff that cover up her assets, she still can be curvy, whatever. But men are going to holler at this girl in her DMs a completely different way than they would try to talk to a girl in the promiscuous side. And this girl will demand a certain respect from people based off of what she projected. It's that simple when it comes to these things. So if I come out and dressing like a successful person, and then no, I'm sorry, I didn't finish the analogy. So if the woman is dressing promiscuous and she's attracting promiscuous people, like guys and women, other women who are similar. Have you guys ever seen women who are promiscuous, kind of who project promiscuity, right? They project that. They start hanging with each other. They twerking on each other. They're acting like they're kissing each other. They're slapping each other's ass. They're hanging out at clubs. They're in different sections. They start to not only just do they dress this way, they might not have been this person. They might not have been this person, but because they dressed this way and they projected this, people started treating them a certain way. So because they started getting treated this way, they started acting a certain way because of the treatment. Does that make sense? They started acting a certain way because of the treatment, and then they developed characteristics of someone who's promiscuous, and then they started doing things that promiscuous people do. So you go from, oh, because look, you're having conversations in the nightlife. And it starts to become you. You start to become that person. That's your alter ego. Even though when you get at home, she's probably just a chill lady. She just likes to chill. She don't like to really do too much. She like to lay around and just chill. But based off of her circumstances and what she projected, her life changed. So you need to be very, very careful on what you project, because that's how people are going to treat you. And when people treat you a certain way, you low-key have an image to upkeep. So imagine if you're projecting wealth, you're projecting success, and you're starting to hang around successful people. They're putting you in rooms. They're holding you at high regards. They're introducing you to other people with high regards. It will be very difficult for you not to start developing the habits of the people that you're hanging around based off the way they're treating you and your reputation now, because now you have to actually look the part and actually walk the part. So if someone says, hey, look, do you want to speak at this engagement? You're going to prepare for that. So now, because you started projecting something, people expected something from you, they treated you a certain way, and then you started acting a certain way based off of the way they was treating you, and it all started from the way that you projected yourself. I hope I'm making sense. I don't want to lose y'all. So what happens is when you project success, people treat you like success. And when you keep doing these things, you develop by osmosis habitual things. You get what I'm saying? So this is the reality of how simple success can be, but it starts with a catalyst, and the catalyst is going to be you choosing who you want to be, and then putting that alter ego on, because it may not be in your character to be a businessman or woman. It may not be in your character to be a person who is a high income earner, who's a go-getter. But if you project the image of a go-getter, if you start doing the things that go-getters do, like making more offers than everybody else, going to networking events, shaking hands and swapping contacts with every person in the room, like that's not normally your character, but your alter ego, that is your alter ego's character. So you take that opportunity to go and introduce yourself to everybody in the room and project success, dress successful, talk successful, hang out at successful places. Now your dialect changes, your conversation changes, your information, because you're now hanging around OQP, people who are quality of the life that you want to lead. And then your life starts to change based off of the fact that you projected that. Is everybody understanding that? I just want to make sure. Is everybody picking up what I'm putting down? Because these analogies, like, you gotta really, because like when it comes to coaching and mentoring, you gotta make people understand based off of where they are. So I use examples that most people can understand, like a woman who dressed promiscuous, they treat them that way. Got me? So with that being said, it starts with you projecting out what you want to become wealthy. That's the first thing you gotta do. After you start projecting that thing, you have to double down. Everybody comment on the chat that's a lot watching this, comment double down. You have to double down, because if you say, look, this is what I want to be, and you start dressing the part, you start going to the places, you start talking the talk, you start walking the walk. Now you got to double down, because whatever effort that you was putting in, you need to double it. So let's just say, if you said, I wanted to become a millionaire, your goal should not be 1 million, it should be 2 million. That means that even if you were to touch $1 million, it would be nothing to you, because your goal is 2 million. Does that make sense? But every effort, like if you said that you was going to make 40 calls a week, you need to make 80 calls a week. If you said that you was going to make 2 new relationships a day, you need to make 4 new relationships a day. If you said that you're going to have 6 and 7 figure conversations at least once a day, you need to hit him twice a day. So you're just doubling down on your alter ego. Your alter ego is a person who can double down, who can put in double the effort. And I want y'all to understand that a millionaire is not rare. It's not rare to become. 1,700 millionaires being made a day. Why can't you be one of the 1,700? It's only a choice. That's the only difference between me and you and anybody else in this world. It's our choices. You can choose to literally play video games all day. You have free will. When you get up in the morning, you can say, I want to go get me some hot chocolate. I want to go turn on a Netflix show. And then later on, I'm going to go meet up with a friend. I got to work the night shift, so I'm going to be there on time, so I'm going to leave a little bit early. And then you can get up the next day and do the exact same thing. That's your prerogative. Or you can choose to say, I'm going to be an extraordinary person and not do anything that ordinary people do. So between these hours of 9 and 3 o'clock, my phone is going to be on Do Not Disturb. I'm going to be following up with people for my business that I've started. Whatever business that you start, this isn't one business. This can be any business. Whatever business that you start, you need to be making offers to at least 50 people a day until you're wealthy. Because at least this means 50, but you can double down and do 100. But what I'm saying by making an offer is very, 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 very simple. If I have a rental car company, I'm just going to use my company. And let's just say my fleet has 15 cars. Now, every single day, my cars can be booked out every single day of the month. But my goal isn't to get them booked once out of the month. Like one day, I need to have a person calling in. Would that be a successful business if one person a day calls in for my business, or I get one lead a day for my business? Is that successful? Is that going to be a 7-figure business? Somebody tell me on the chat, am I going to have a 7-figure business if I get one lead a day, just one lead? Because I want y'all to really paint the picture on what you guys do for your companies. If I get one lead a day, just one lead. What about even 2 leads? What if I get 2 leads a day? 2 people calling in from like Google, they go see my website and then they call me 2 times a day. Is that going to lead to me having a 7-figure business? So the only difference between you doing 7 figures and 6 figures is the amount of offers. 5 figures is the amount of offers. So the same thing is just like this. I want to get my cars booked out for prom season. I want to get my cars booked out for All-Star Weekend. I want to get my cars booked out for Super Bowl. I want to get my cars booked out for every major event that comes to Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? So I want to be making offers and getting leads all day and night. So that means the more offers that I make, the more money that I make. Because everybody knows if I got one lead a day for my business, do y'all think that every lead that I get, are they going to book with me? If I get one lead a day, does that guarantee that that one person is going to book with me? Yes or no? I don't know if y'all can hear me because y'all not commenting, but listen to what I want y'all to say. If I get one lead a day, is that person guaranteed to book with me? No. So if I know that they're not guaranteed to book with me, why would I even want even close to one? I need to be hitting up at least 100 to 200 people a day. 100 to 200 people a day. And there's so many ways to draw leads. And just a lead, if they're reaching out to me and I'm making an offer to a person that's reached out to me only, then that means I'm not going to have a successful business, because that means I'm waiting for people to come to me. If you are waiting for money to come to you, I got news for you. You will never, ever be a millionaire. You will never, ever touch $1 million. You will never probably even touch 100,000 if you are waiting for money to come to you. Okay? So let me explain. So if I have a rental car business, I got 15 cars. I'm going to pump ads. I'm going to post for free on all of my platforms. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, right? Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, OfferUp, 5 Miles app, right? All of these different places. Now, if I make an ad on all of these places, I will draw leads, right? But also, on, like you guys know, on Instagram, we have the ability to see when someone even likes our posts. On TikTok, we can see when someone likes our posts. If a likes my post of a business promotion, listen to me. If a person likes my post of a business promotion, I'm going to slide in their DMs and follow up with them. If they have their phone number in their bio, I'm going to hit up their number and then offer them my services because they like my post. They could say no. They could say, nah, I don't even want to deal with you. I was just liking the post. It looked cool. Or, it was just a like because it's Instagram. But the difference between me and you is I would rather call and make sure that they don't want to give me some of their money. I would rather call them and make sure that they don't want to give me their money, and you would never know because you're not following up with them. You're waiting for them to be ready to reach out to you and do business with you. Me, I'm going to reach out to them. I'm going to make offers to hundreds of people every single day. I might only get 5, but my odds get better the more offers that I make. And if you make no offers, how much money do you make? If you make no offers, how much money do you make? Right? So now, I think y'all starting to kind of put it together on how someone could become wealthy and how someone could stay in poverty. Because look, if you're a person who doesn't want to reach out to people, it doesn't even have to be directly through you, but your business has to reach out to multiple people daily and make offers. The more offers you make, the more no's you hear, the higher chance of the probability of you to hear yes. And some of y'all will never get that, and that's the sad part. But I got to talk to all of y'all to find the 5% that will understand this. If I have a clothing brand, and you guys seen it and it's dope, you like, damn, that's fly. But you don't necessarily have to buy something that you think is fly, do you? But now if I come and talk to you and say, yo, I got this crazy new fit and I would love to have you in it and promote. Look, man, I damn near want to pay you for it. Now imagine if I'm reaching out to everybody and just telling them how dope they is. I like their content on their page. I love the story. It takes you 2 seconds to do an Instagram audit, y'all. If I look at any of y'all Instagram, I can kind of see what you're about in 2 seconds and then slide in your DM with some information, a little bit about your character. And I can say, damn, bro, I like that you've been driving around. That's my favorite car. Either way, bro, I just want to let you know about my clothing line. I got a special going on for anybody that buy one of these. They get a free this. That's it. I got a 2-for-1 special. If you buy 2 of these, we're going to give you one of these for free. I should match your charger perfectly. Let me know if you want to rock it. Now, they might say, fuck no. They might ignore it, but they might say, yeah. And the more DMs that I go into, the more people that I reach out to, the more offers I make, the more money I'm going to make. And all of y'all people who waiting for people to call y'all going to always be behind me, be sloppy seconds, because I'm going to get to the paper. They going to say, oh, man, I don't got no cash right now for that. I'm like, all right, don't worry about it. I'll follow up with you in a week, man. Don't worry about it. And let me know if I can get your email address so I can add you to our sweepstakes. We're going to give away like 10 outfits to one person this month. And if you give me your email and I can add it to my email list, you get entered to win that. So now, not only if they saying no, I'm getting their information so I can hit them up again for offers later, but I'm also being able to make my offer that day. So it just is what it is. You got to make as many offers as possible to make a lot of money. Is that making sense? Okay. Now, after you guys understand the perception and what you project in success, you know that most people want to do business with people who are successful, correct? Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that's why people are okay paying a whole bunch of money for Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, and then when they see your clothing line that costs $25, they say that shit is mad expensive. They be like, yo, how much these t-shirts is? They be like, you be like $50. They be like, $50? And then they go right in Louis Vuitton and they buy something for 2,000 or 150, 400 for a t-shirt. They don't have no problem spending that. They don't go on Louis Vuitton and ask for a discount. They never do that. They think they look cool and they brag to you about how much it costs. Like, not only does somebody who doesn't spend $25 on a shirt with you, they say it's expensive, but when they go buy a Louis Vuitton shirt, they be like, man, this shit was $500. What you mean, dog? Your girl got the bag. This was $4,000 bag. What you talking about? You know what I mean? Little 4K, like it's nothing. But when it comes to your clothing brand, one that's up and coming, not labeled as successful or that has high demand, they're going to say your stuff is expensive. That's a mentality. This is just how business works. So you have to create demand for your business. So after you got the perception, now and then you understand the offer standpoint, then you got to understand how. Don't know till you do it. Okay, so again, so you got the perception first, you got the alter ego, you got the offer's perspective, and now you got to create the demand for whatever business or whatever product or whatever service that you provide. So that's the easy part. Demand is easy. Demand is easy. Why y'all think that people are buying Balenciagas and they look just like Skechers, and people are paying all this money for these ugly ass shoes? Kanye West, he makes moon boots. People buy that shit. They don't care. Whatever he makes, just because it's a Yeezy, they are okay spending the money because he has the demand. Everybody can make those same shoes. Them shoes been out for years. They just put in a different label on it. They got the demand from that label, and then they sell it to you. So now, how do you create demand? It's simple. I just told you. People want to associate with things that are already successful. Who do y'all know who be like, oh man, I love to support the independent artists. I can't wait to go buy all the albums of all the independent artists. Or do they say, this dude is the hottest artist in the game. I'm streaming his shit all day. I'm playing this shit on TikTok. I'm playing this shit on my background, my music. When I go hang out with my homegirls, I'm playing it. You're going to want to have the hot artists that's everywhere. You don't want to mess with the up-and-coming artists. This is just facts. You know what I'm saying? So now, the reason that you need to create demand with people who are already successful, that's how you get notoriety. It's cheating. So you gotta fabricate the demand at first, right? So this is the first way to fabricate the demand. If I have a t-shirt brand, we're gonna just keep using that one because this is the concept, proven concept for t-shirt brands. If I got a t-shirt brand and I want to promote it, I want to pump it up, all I'm gonna do is go to a celebrity, I'm gonna go to an influencer, maybe TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whoever has the most notoriety, and I'm going to pay them. I'm going to pay them to wear my stuff and promote it. I'm going to pay them to post on their stories that they rocking it. Similar to when you guys see those big red Astro Boy boots. How many people on this live seen those red Astro Boy boots? Right? They was everywhere. Everybody wearing these red Astro Boy boots, and they was saying, oh man, he's hot. Every single, they weren't even released until like last week. They just got released. But you see them everywhere on Instagram before they was even released. And all these celebrities had them. They had Sierra wearing them. They had a lot of the different fashion people, Shy from the Thunder. They had all of the different fashion influencers wearing those big ass red boots, right? They had all of these influencers wearing these boots to create the demand. They had them saying like it was fly. Because if I just put them red boots on, and I would just be Pushman Mitch wearing some stupid ass red boots. But if you get the hottest celebrities who are known for fashion to wear them and say that they're dope, then now when I release them, I'm gonna sell out. So now those shoes got released and they were like a regular price, like $200, and then now the resale value on them things are like $4,000, something crazy like that, because they created a demand. It's fabricated. You give it away for free. Those celebrities didn't pay for those boots. Everybody who you seen who had those red boots before they were released, they all were given to them for free. They had Janelle Monáe wearing them. They had all the different people. They fabricated the demand. So they made it look like, oh man, you gotta have these because all of these fashion celebrities say that it's dope. The same thing goes for my t-shirt brand. I give it to highly fashionable people. I give it to influencers, TikTokers. I have this shit everywhere. I try to get everybody who has any type of influence, I pay them to wear it, and then I record the fact that they were wearing it. I get videos and testimonials. You can start with your friends and family. You can go to celebrities. You can go to Instagram influencers, whoever. Hit them in the DM. Say, hey, look, I want to send you a package right here. I would love to pay for you to promote, not only wear my products, but also I will pay you to promote it on your stories and your page. How much would something like that be? They'll say how much their price is. You shoot it to them. Immediately you're going to make your return on investment. I know a lot of you guys probably are not investing in yourselves yet, and you probably don't have a mentor or something like that, but I encourage you to do so. But the same thing, it's just a way for you to get used to paying for what you want to happen, paying for things that you want to go the way you want it to go. Because if you do not do it and you try to sit there and have a demand created from you just hustling from person to person, I promise you that the last thing your brand will do is pop off. The last thing your brand will ever do is be global. The last thing your brand will ever do is be in someone's store, because you have to actually go out there and create a demand for somebody to want your stuff if you want to get millions and millions of orders to be ordered. So this is just easy proven concept. Influencer marketing, shout out pager marketing. So you get friends or family, you get customers to do testimonials, 5-star reviews. You record those, screenshot those, post them all over your page, and that creates the demand. So when you run an ad, you can run an ad showing all the celebrities that are wearing your products. So instead of me just running an ad with me wearing my shirt and looking all cool, and I'm like, yo, look how fly this is. Oh, this is so dope. You're just the person who owns the brand. You're just the person who owns the brand. Of course you're going to think it looks dope. You get what I'm saying? Of course you're going to think it looks dope. But if I show me, Pharrell, Jay-Z, Kanye, I show Beyonce, I show all of the different people rocking my shit, and I post that as an ad, get your push shirt. Get your exclusive push shirt. We only got 17 of these left. If you want to grab one, you know, it's the hottest shirt in the game. Everybody's grabbing it all over the globe. This shirt costs $1,000. I can get that shit sold. I can get a t-shirt sold at $1,000 on my life. I should do a case study on this. I should do a case study on this and just show you how it's done, because it's very, very easy. And and you know what? People that think it's cheating because I already know like celebrities and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna pay them. I'm not gonna do it for free, because you want them to wanna promote your shit. If somebody do something for free for you, if I tell a celebrity to promote my brand on their page for free because they know me, are they gonna post it right away? Or are they gonna post it on their own time when they feel like it? But if I pay them and say, post this shit on Saturday, because everybody just got paid on Friday so we can bust their heads, and we're gonna do a launch, they're gonna post that shit. So I'm gonna do a case study on it one day and show y'all how I can start a $1,000 t-shirt brand. And I don't even gotta sell nothing but a couple of them. Like, y'all, it's really that simple. It's really that simple to start a brand and sell it for $1,000. Y'all, if y'all remember, Nipsey Hussle, he had I think it was a mixtape he released or an album he released, and he was selling every copy for $100 or either $100 or $1,000. And he got it from, you know, there was a person who was making like some type of, he had a restaurant, and he created demand by saying the product or whatever cheeseburger or hot dog it was, he was doing it for $100. And everybody went around, the newspapers went raving around talking about how there's this $100 hot dog. And everybody went and sold out and bought it just because he created a demand for something so weird. Like a hot dog is supposed to be cheap. It's supposed to be like a couple bucks. But he created demand for it by making it $100 or $1,000. So I can do it. I can start a t-shirt brand, pay a couple influencers. I promise you, I don't got to sell nothing but 5 or 10. Look, imagine if you create a brand, a t-shirt brand, and every shirt costs $1,000. You sell 5 shirts a day, you're winning. How many offers you got to make in order to get that done? Not many, because all I got to do is pay a couple influencers. I'm going to run a bag up. So somebody said I want to see it. Y'all don't believe it? All right, so I'm going to even tell y'all, I got a sneaker that I created. I got my own sneaker. I can show it to y'all. It's in my closet right now. I got my own sneaker that I made. I sold out of them. I sold every pair for $600. I sold every pair for $600. The people who I already know, they wanted to buy 2 pairs. They was like, oh, I want to get 2 pairs of them. It's shit so easy. But it's just only because my mindset is that I know that I can do it. So that's another part that I got to teach y'all about wealth as well. It's just that knowing you can do knowing that you can do something is so powerful, because most people operate out of fear. So they won't try shit because they fear that they can't do it. But me, I know I can do anything. And it's not about, me ever doing it before. It's just that I firmly believe I've already got a firm understanding how the world works. And I know that whatever I want to do, I can do it. I just have to believe that I can do it. Somebody said, how the shoe look? Y'all really don't believe me? I'll show y'all the shoe. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all my shoe. And I swear, hold on one second. I'll be back. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm back. My bad. All right, so these are my shoes right here. They don't look as cool right now. They're not brand new, but these are my shoes. I made these, and I sold out of these right here. I sold 400 pairs. I sold 400 pairs of these at 600, and the reason I sold 400 is because I only made 400 of them. So I made 400 pairs with the company. They sent me the sample ones. I liked them. I started promoting them, and I sold them. All you got to do is just, pop them up. It's not hard to do. It's easy. So I created my own sneaker because I just wanted to create my own sneaker. I was like, yo, let me create a sneaker, and I'm going to do a high-end one, and I'm going to see if I can sell a lot of them joints. And all you got to do is just tell people about it. My homies bought 2 pairs apiece. I had all of them rocking them. Everybody asked them where I got them from, and it was out of there. I did that before even having a large following. So, people just got to understand, you create a demand for something. You have people, the right people wearing them. You can sell out them quick. If you know people who don't want to be left out. So that's another thing. Like if you got, let's just say if I get everybody a pair of those in a wealthy circle of people, and then you the person who don't got a pair, I'm like, you the only one that ain't got a pair. Like, I can kind of get you to buy them. But, it's just strategy. But once you understand that you can do anything you want to do, you won't be scared to do shit, and you'll just try anything. And the more stuff that you try, it's a snowball effect because you are actually out here doing the thing. So most people, they never get in the game because they so worried about failing. But failure is the most important part to success. Failure is the most important part to success, because if you don't fail, that means you're not trying. Like that means that you literally are not trying, because there is nothing that I've ever done that just went exactly as planned, even with these shoes. Like it took me so long. So let me explain the story. So I got these from a vendor, and the vendor told me a certain time limit that these shoes were supposed to come. So every time people was buying them, I had to disguise it as a pre-order for them. So I had them made to order. So the first couple pairs I sold was before I made the 400 pairs, like I just told y'all. The first couple pairs I sold, they was made to order. So every time somebody ordered one, the actual factory had the distribution center had to make the shoe. So that took mad long, and I'm trying to tell them a time frame, and people was getting upset. So I went ahead and just go ahead and made 400 pairs. I did a size run of 400 pairs. It was all the way up from size 10, 11, 12, 13. Like 9 through 13 in men's sizes, and I didn't do no women's sizes. So all the women was mad at me because I couldn't get them in no women's pairs, but I still sold them out to all dudes. But it didn't go smooth. It didn't go like I thought it was gonna go. I thought it was gonna be a lot simpler, but just like, that failure, it taught me how to actually find the right distribution center, make sure I find out the time. You literally just pay for simples, not even having inventory. Yeah. So what I did was I just was testing it out. Like it was just something I was just trying. I was testing it out. I said, look, I want to start a sneaker. I got the sample. I was like, this is dope. I got a black pair. My black pair, it's at my other house, but I got a black pair. The black pair really was killing them. So I got the blue pair and the black pair. But it was dope, man. I think it was just a great experience. Me even just doing that. So it just let me. It's just always just the small wins make you real confident to do anything else. So I just encourage you guys to understand a couple of things that I took y'all through today, which is understanding perception, and what you project is what you're going to receive. Understanding, about offers that you make with your product, continuing to make more offers than everybody else, and then understanding supply and demand, right? And then actually believing it, right? Actually believing and knowing that you can do whatever. That's the only difference. Like, people talk about, like, oh, you gotta look this way to be able to do it. You gotta think about it. Oprah is a billionaire. Oprah is not the most attractive woman in the world, and she's a billionaire. She owns her own network. You gotta think about Tyler Perry, not the most attractive person, alternative lifestyle, creative, slept in his car, dressed up as a woman as a play every day, went from the play to movies. Like, people really think it's about these certain things, but it's just the characteristics of a hustler. It's like not taking no for an answer and continuing to do it anyway, despite all odds, but being consistent and then actually taking the time to get good at what you do. When you get good at what you do, there's not many people who cannot shake your confidence because you're good. It's just like when somebody try to bet me in basketball, I'm taking all bets. I don't care what nobody's saying. I might lose, but I'm taking on bets because I'm confident in how good I am. I know how good I am. I know how good I am. When it comes to business, I'm taking on bets too because I know how good I am. Now, there's levels to this. There's levels to this. There's levels above me, but I'm going to continue to keep growing and stuff like that. So my new goal is clearly to touch 100 million, right? I've passed the millionaire threshold. So 8 figures is very soon coming, and then I want to get to 9 figures. 9 figures is going to be when I get to 100 million, and I think I'll get beyond that. But the only reason I want to touch 100 million isn't for myself, it's for my family and my friends, so I can, because they don't have what I have. They don't have the hustle. They don't have the drive. They don't have the consistency. They don't have the integrity. They don't have the perseverance that I have. So if they don't have that, you can't force people to have that. So you got to be okay with knowing that everybody can't get to where you go. And it's like, these are gifts. These are gifts. You know what I mean? You got to think about it. Like, our mindset can be so many different ways. Like, you can be a person who's angry, who's violent. You can be a person who's happy-go-lucky, soft. You can be a person who's literally a pushover. And if you are lucky enough to get the characteristics of a person who can, take all the punches that this world throws at you and still be confident and keep going and hustle and be able to execute and grind and learn new information and be able to just run with it, that's a gift. And everybody don't have that gift, and I'm firmly understanding it. So I don't look at people funny who don't do this. But for the people who have the ability and you're not using it, you're wasting your potential, and you're literally you're delaying your freedom. You're delaying your abundance. You're delaying that your success story. The longer you wait to start, the longer it's gonna be before you actually see, the life that you really want. And I hate for y'all to see that when y'all actually like 50, 60 years old, because why not do it now while you're youthful and young and you can travel and go do your thing? Like me, I just came back from Turks. I just was in El Paso, Texas. I flew from El Paso, went to Vegas, and then I landed on a red eye from Vegas this morning, and I got back to the A. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I can fly and go do whatever I want whenever I want, and it's a luxury that I love. But I wish my family could do it too. But they don't have what I have, so I gotta hustle a little bit harder to be able to provide them with the experiences that I'm able to do because of the gifts that I have. So some of y'all know y'all have that gift because some of y'all touch more money than any of y'all family members before. Some of y'all touch more money than them, and that was enough for you, just comparing yourself to your family, but you're comparing yourself to the wrong person. You need to get around people that are coming back from where you're trying to go. You need to get around people who are more successful than you. You need to get around people who, when you in the room, you be quiet because you don't feel like adequate. So you can be able to be number two to learn how to be number one. And then once you become number one in that room, then you go to the next one. And then that's kind of how you use that comparison. You like, yo, I'm making the most money out of anybody I know around my neighborhood. Well, how about you get out your neighborhood and make more money than them, and then continue to grow and continue to go? Because that's a gift. That's a gift to be able to go do that. Because if you can be able to be, you know, humble enough to be a number two person, even though you know you're a head honcho, even though you know you're a person who's a top dog, you can be able to sit behind somebody who can teach you, might even make you feel small, might even belittle you, might even make you feel like, you know, you mad a little bit because they talking to you arrogantly. If you can be able to sit there and smile and learn and then move on and do your own thing and be thankful for that person for teaching you, if you can do that, it'll take you a long way. Because a lot of y'all just delaying this, you know, it can be so dope for you if you let it be. But, you know, I just wanted to say that. I don't want to take up too much more of y'all time, but I want to make sure y'all understand, you know, I know it's like the weekend for a lot of y'all, so y'all probably out partying, but I don't party. I'm over here masterminding with myself, learning on different ways I can take it to the next level. Like my Black Club members, all day I've been planning this Puerto Rico mastermind that's going to be crazy. And we're going to bring a bunch of millionaires there to just, you know, pour into them and teach them more things. And, you know, it's so crazy. Like I started my mentorship, my low ticket mentorship back up. And I'm just thinking of cool ways where I can develop them. So it's real cool what I do. So when it comes to coaching, like you literally have to make people make money. So if you become a mentee of mine, just think about it from a low ticket perspective. Like I got the cheap one, which is 2,500. I bring people in at 2,500. I teach them how to make 2,500 over and over, over and over. You learn how to make money. You learn how to do these plays. And then they make enough money to where they invest to go into the higher ticket program. And it makes sense for them because they want to be around people who make that much money. They want to use their resources, be around a group, people who go and celebrate champion and help them be iron sharpens iron, where they're leveling up. So I take them from low ticket to being able to afford high ticket because of what I taught them already. So that's why a lot of people are always confused on how I get so many Black Club members in like my 50K program, is because I teach them to make money. Because if you don't teach them to make money, they won't be able to afford to get to the next level because they're growing with me. So if you think I'm helping a person just literally go from paying for my course to making $1 million, it doesn't work like that. They pay for my course, the course makes some money. After they make the money, they get the mentorship, the low ticket normally. Some people go straight for high, but they go for the low ticket. And then they make so much money during that program, they want to stay along and they get the higher one. So they use the money from one to pay for the next. And it's just super dope. I actually love that. But people got to really understand, like, it doesn't come from me not trying and me not making myself better, making the program better and being consistent. This week, they got 3 calls. They actually got another call on Sunday. So it's my Black Club members, I mean. They get 3 calls this week. So they had masterclass with CEO Mono Chill, taught them the low ticket economy plays, how to get the cars with the 2.5 engine Ford Fusions, how much it costs to buy those cars cash and for $2,500 a piece, and then be able to make $1,800 a month off of them. So we basically take them step by step. So CEO Mono Chill. Then they got the daily operations from Run Plays with me. He 2 master's degrees in business. He runs my companies. He's the reason why I can travel all around the world and do what I do, because he runs my companies flawlessly, where we don't have really too many issues. And other than the issues that arise in any business, he taught them how to set up their businesses, organize them, make their policies and procedures, SOPs, and then how to hire staff and how to make employees be able to feel adequate in your company. Then this third call is going to be with real estate, only because they have questions about the real estate. And a lot of my mentees and students are homeowners, and they're learning how to leverage everything to be able to scale their portfolio. So I'm probably going to have either Virgil come in or Justin to come teach them about real estate and answer all of their questions. So that's the real thing. It's not just about teaching them the actual skills. It's about them being able to ask the question that they've been wondering about and actually get the answer from someone coming back from where they're trying to go. So that's what makes our program so dope. So I'm really just working on making it the most valuable mentorship program. And it's not really about the glitz and glamour. A lot of people get caught up on, we're on the yacht stuff, or, oh, it's not really about that stuff. That stuff is an addition, but it's more about the people feeling like they're paying money, they're earning money, they're making money, and then they're around people just like them that are going to help them level up. And all of them are partnering up and doing their businesses together. And I'm seeing them have so much success. So the only thing I can think of is what's next. I can't keep it the same. So that's the thing. So I don't want y'all to be like, oh, I don't want y'all to get caught up. I don't want y'all to get caught up doing the same thing over and over. Like, I don't even do that. I don't even do the same thing. I do the same consistent skills, which is hustle, execution, and grind. But I constantly try to figure out a way to get more value, more value. The more value that you provide, the more money that you make. The more impact that you provide, the more money you make, right? So I want y'all to think about that. So like, for all the people who sat here and watched this call, I thank y'all, because y'all probably don't even know that most people are out right now partying, clubbing, or doing some stupid shit, and y'all really listen to a call that probably could change your life if you utilize the stuff that I said. The difference is, are you going to execute though? Because a lot of people, they can listen to this shit all day. I know people who listen to game, they go to conferences and shit, and they just hear shit like this all day, and they never execute on anything. They just wait for the next jewel so they can say, oh, that's dope, that's dope. But what I want y'all to do is be different by just executing this shit. Like, this shit not hard, man. It ain't hard for y'all to start being like what I taught y'all was very actionable steps. I taught y'all stuff that is easy for anyone to hear and then be able to go out and do, which is, the alter ego perspective. Dress for what you want to be. Present yourself like that. Even from Instagram, talk. Like, y'all want people to respect y'all. This is the crazy part. Y'all want people to respect you as an adult, right? And y'all want people to know y'all worth, but y'all still talk like y'all not worth nothing. Meaning, hey, bro, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I need to goddamn over there, man. You know what the fuck, though, nigga? Man, you talking like that to anyone, or where it's comfortable for you to talk like that to anyone, then you in the wrong circle. Because if you saying that you want to be a multi-millionaire, you need to develop your communication skills and be able to be put in opportunities, rooms where someone else can depend on you, count on you, and you can be able to excel in the room and be able to sell the room on you, because you're the business. Don't matter what company you ever get, whatever you run, you always are going to be the business. So you need to have good communication skills. So all businesses is sales. You need to be able to sell your business. If you can't talk correctly, no one's going to buy shit from you. You might get a couple. Don't get me wrong, but you won't be able to do what people who can communicate very well will do, because you won't be seen, you won't be taken seriously by everybody who meets you. And that's the name of the game. You want to be taken seriously. So your image is very, very important. The way you talk, all the way down to the way you talk. Just think about how you respect people. Let me tell you something that I learned from being in business for 8 years, right? I noticed that when I talk to my clients, even from the rental cars perspective or the Airbnb perspective, when I talk to them to relate, like, let's say if it's a person who's from where I'm from, inner city, black person, and they talk like, yo, what's up, Mitch? Hey, bro, appreciate you for taking care of me and shit. You know what I mean? Hey, good looking out. If I'm like, oh, I got you, boy, you straight. Don't worry about it, dog. I got you. Everything gravy, man. If you need anything, hit me up. Hit my jack. If I talk like that, they take my business less serious. And y'all wouldn't even imagine this. They take your business less serious. They don't take you, they don't think of you as an actual business. They think of you more of a friend. You're a black brother they can take advantage of. I'm telling you, it's sad but true. But when I'm talking to them professionally, the way I'm talking to y'all right now, I'm like, hey, let me know if you need anything during your stay. I'm here 24/7. Think of us as a concierge service. We got your back. And they talking like they trying to talk. Hey, yeah, I got you, cuz. You ain't got to be like that. I already got you. No, sir. Please just let me know if you need any help during your stay. Here's the number that you can reach out to us at. These are our quiet hours, so we may not get back to you until like 8 o'clock in the morning. But once we get your message, we will handle everything accordingly and take care of you. So that's it. You know what I mean? You want to keep it very professional, no matter what they try to do, because they take your business a lot more serious. It's crazy how the world works, man. And the same thing goes for any business that you're doing. So You got to think about when you're going out and telling everybody that you run these companies. I run a credit repair company. Let's say that you own a credit repair company, and you talking like a street bull, like you talking how we talk, like yo, I do credit repair and shit. You know what I mean I can get all that shit off your credit. You are going to only be able to get a certain demographic of people. I don't want y'all to ever put yourself in a position to where you only can sell to people who are that mindset. Does that make sense? I want y'all to be able to have y'all customers grow with y'all the same way, like I was telling y'all before, because it always starts with this. Let's say you get them at entry-level credit repair, and you get them in there, and you teach them to fix their credit, and then you also do funding. So you get them in position to come and do funding with you because you actually help them with their credit, and you're actually teaching them about financial literacy and what to do and how to go forward. So they're growing with you, but you are going to have it to where the only people that shop with you, right? The only people that shop with you are people who are ignorant. Because I'm not doing no credit repair with somebody who talking like that. You got to come to me acting like I can trust you with my social security card. That's what you giving a person who does credit repair. A person who does credit, you are trusting them with your social security card, your ID, your address. Do y'all know that? For someone to do credit on your behalf and send out dispute letters, they need your social security card. They need your address. They need your current phone number. So they have your identity. You got to understand, you need to be able to break the ice with someone who doesn't know you, have them trust you and your company. And you guys will do anything but make yourself look professional if you don't work on your communication skills and your appearance. It's very important. Let's just say that. But again, we going on an hour. I don't want to talk y'all head off. I just wanted to make sure I left y'all with some real good value on here. Because I don't normally go live on YouTube, which is why it's not as many people. But I'm gonna start going live on YouTube more, and I'll even let people on Instagram know that I'm going live on YouTube. But I wanted to make sure that I gave YouTube some love this week, because we did get 10K subscribers. So, congratulations for that. So I appreciate everybody who subscribed to me. I'm sure that everybody who's watching this is subscribed to me. If not, make sure you subscribe to No Fluff the Podcast. All the episodes is just mastery. We got so many different professionals, multimillionaires, all from all different types of places. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. But yeah, we got people, millionaires from all over type of places, even some people who not millionaires, but are also great value, who bring a lot to the table that can help y'all definitely develop. I try to provide a lot of different perspectives, even from the relationship aspect to the business aspect to every industry that I possibly can. So hopefully this stuff helps y'all level up, man, and y'all use this stuff. So peace, much love. Again, also, I got to make y'all offer before I get off of here. Again, just since y'all watch this live, I just told y'all about my low ticket mentorship, which is $2,500. I'll give it to anybody watching this YouTube for $1,500. If you just DM me $1,500 and you cash ready, I'll put you on my program that actually starts on Tuesday. We get together 9 p.m. Eastern time every week. You're gonna be in an 8-week program because it's normally $2,500 for 8 weeks. So that's 2 months. You're gonna get on the call once a week, every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then you also get my deluxe rental car course with credit repair. And I'll go over not only the course, but teach you guys a lot of different business aspects to help you scale appropriately. So you'll be able to know how to make enough money to where whenever it's time for you to invest in things like this, it's a no-brainer. Snap of the finger, gotta be in it. And then you understand the benefits to it and you can afford it with no problem. So for anybody watching this, I will extend that to you if you cash ready. Only if you cash ready. DM me on Instagram, Pushman Mitch. Just say 1,500. And I'll give it to you for 1,500 if you cash ready, and I'll get you on board and you can be on that Tuesday call, 9 p.m. Eastern time. One-time offer. If you don't get it today, it's not still available, so don't think that, because it will be back to $2,500 price. And and then once the class fills up, I don't recruit people during it. Then you got to get the 10K program. And then after that is Black Club. So I holla at y'all. Good night, man. Have a good Friday. Y'all have some fun. Peace, man.